Pokemon Duel Trainers. I'm so excited. Update 6.0 is coming. Here are the top 20 things I want put in the game immediately for the update. Stay tuned. It's showtime. We could be. What's up, trainers? It's your host, Professor Showtime, here with another episode of Pokemon Duel, and today we have the wish list for update 6.0. That's right, the wish list. I like doing these kind of videos around the major updates. I've done one from the 5.0 update, and now I'm doing one for the 6.0 update. So the video is going to be the same from the 5.0 update, but it's going to be commented a lot differently because some improvements have been made since I made the previous video to this. So before I get into it, I got to hit you with this. Warning, the views and expressions are completely subjective. They're from the vantage point of Professor Showtime. Those of you that agree, comment down below. Those of you that disagree, comment down below. Just try to be respectful because all the disrespectful comments, they're going to be deleted immediately. So it doesn't make any sense. So without further ado, it's showtime. Number 20. You should get an alert when you're featured. I mean, when your Duel ID is featured, you should get an alert. I mean, why wouldn't you? I'm not talking about like an SMS message or like a text message. I'm not talking about a message that goes directly to your phone. I'm talking about an in-game message. Sort of like where the boxes that shows that you've got an item received from a lock booster, or sort of like hey, thanks, here's this login bonus. You should get an alert like that, like hey, your duel is featured, so you know. Because the only way I know my duel is featured is if somebody tags me in Discord or somebody tags me in one of my YouTube videos. Right now, I think they should let you know if you get featured, just so you can have your little 15 minutes of fame, or 60 minutes of fame in this case. Number 19. We should have in-game chats, we should have in-game emojis, or we should at least have in-game BMs. I mean, games like Clash Royale, when it's one-on-one, you know, you can throw a smiley face at someone, like a nice emoji, a crying face at someone. You can do a BM like good game or nice move or let's play again. But really, we should be able to have the ability to have in-game chat. So yeah, the in-game chat probably won't be likely during the match because the matches are so intense and it's so time-consuming. But at least after the game, you should be able to communicate with each other. Hey, that was a good game. You got a lucky roll. If my Terrakion actually didn't land if you didn't land a blue, my Terrakion would have ate you up. You know, something like that. You know, I was actually playing a game called Mobile Legends the other day. And Mobile Legends actually has voice chat. I mean, you're communicating with each other with 4 other players on your team. It's a 5-on-5 game, and there's voice chat all around. I mean, why isn't there voice chat in Pokemon Duel? It's just one-on-one. I mean, maybe the in-game texting won't be good, but voice communicating, you know, trash talking, that could be something. And for those of you guys who are saying that trash talking will be an issue, well, there's a mute button. You can always mute. But I think the Pokemon Duel community is really mature. And if you have the one oddball or the bad potato that spoils the bunch, like, just go ahead and just mute them. Number 18. We should have a lobby with chat and rankings. We should pick who we want to battle from the lobby. So right now we have rooms that we can set up, but it should be an actual lobby that everybody's logging in the game. You're just blasted in there, and you can communicate with each other, you know. And that way you can pick exactly who you want to battle. So let's say you're feeling froggy and you want to leak. And you want to battle someone that's in rank 4,000, just say, hey, I'm ranked 2,500, but let me see how I rank up against a 4,000 player. You can say, hey, where's Zoom 4K, or where's Giggity Game in 4K, and you can battle against them. You know, you can say, hey, you want to battle against me? Yeah, and it should count as a ranked match. You know, like why not? Like why not? You know, yeah, sure, it's gonna be a lot on the line, but you know, maybe it shouldn't count as a ranked match. But you should be able to see the ranking of the player who you're battling against, and you should be able to pick on them. Number 17, friend requests, so you can see when your friends are online and you can challenge them. Let's say, for example, I'm friends with Pokefighter or I'm friends with Rico and I want to actually battle them when I see them online. I should say, hey, we should be able to like see when my friends are online and battle them. That's really simple. Why we can't do that right now, I have no idea. Right now, we're setting up rooms and we're trying to like give them room ID numbers. We're trying to find each other. It's way too cumbersome. I think we should be able to have a static friend list, maybe a friend list of 50 or maybe a friend list of 100, and you can actually friend request each other when you're online and battle each other anytime you want. Number 16, spectate mode. Let's say I do battle Pokefighter and he actually plays me with his Ultra Beast deck, you know, and I play him with my Ultra Beast deck, and the game is a mirror match, so it's pretty, you know, it's pretty intense. But I want to see how Pokefighter pilots his Ultra Beast deck against rush decks. Let's say Kahinkyo has a rush deck, and I want to see how Pokefighter does against rush decks and things like that. I want to see how his deck performs against the rush deck, so I should be able to spectate him. Not over one match, but many matches. So if I see my friend is online, I can click on him and just view his match. Sort of like how Clash Royale does, and you can actually spectate matches. You know, I want to see exactly how people pilot their decks. And not just against a certain type of mirror match, but any type of match there is. Number 15, they need to rework the Megas. I mean, yes, they have reworked Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y since I made the last video, and they do in theory last more than 7 turns, but I think that's just the first step. I think all Megas, once you evolve them, should stay in their Mega form until they're actually knocked out or defeated. I mean, it makes no sense that you have to spend gems on a plate. Granted, the plates are a lot cheaper as of the sale right now, but you have to spend gems on a plate, and then you have to actually use two plate spots in your deck just to use a Mega that could potentially only last 7 turns. You know, that's not right. I mean, it's a step in the right direction that the Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y last more than 7 turns, but I think all Megas should. Because right now, they're the only Megas that's playable along with Mega Gengar. And we rarely even see Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y still. Because they have the ability of getting, you have to keep attacking with them. So they need to rework the Megas a little bit. I don't know if they're going to take the plate away, or if they're just going to let them last more than 7 turns. But they need to do something to make them more viable. Because right now we have so many Megas that aren't viable because their lower form isn't viable. Take Mega Beedrill, for example. Nobody's going to play Mega Beedrill because normal Beedrill sucks. Number 14, trading. Now, I made a complete video on trading. If you guys want more information on it, you know, the video is a nice, maybe even 15 minutes long just on trading. But just in a nutshell, we should have trading in a Pokemon game. There's no reason why there's a Pokemon game without trading. You know, Pokemon is the base of Pokemon is trading. Like I said, check the video out more if you want more information on that. And for all the naysayers that think that it will cripple the business model, I'd say put a price tag on it. You know, maybe throw some gems on it, maybe 1,000 gems. Hey, make it even 2,000 gems. Just make it whatever the business model is going to be. I'm not saying that the gems is the solution, but they need to figure out to make trading work, because Pokemon is based on trading, and it will give people more, you know, more opportunity to play with different decks, especially the free-to-play players. Number 13. You should be able to back up your account on Facebook and Google+. I mean, in the year 2018, there's no reason why I'm stuck to one device playing my game. Most of us, if we're lucky enough, we have multiple cell phones or a cell phone and a tablet. Maybe we have an emulator on a computer. You know, we should be able to play Pokemon Duel anywhere we want. You know, I shouldn't be tethered or tied to my actual phone. And then the worst case scenario, if I lose my phone and if I wasn't smart enough to write down my support ID or set up a transfer password, you know, then I lose my account for good. That doesn't make sense. Pokemon Duel devs need to give us a Facebook backup or Google Plus backup, or even a Pokemon backup that is just backed up to your username. You know, it's no reason why I should have to, hey, write down your ID and keep it in a safe storage place. You know, that's so antiquated. You know, we got to get with the times. Number 12, Pokemon stats. Now, I know a lot of you guys really don't care too much about that, but I pretty much do. Right now, the Pokemon game actually tracks how many times your Pokemon is in a duel that it participates in. But what I wanted to go a step further. I want to know how many actual individual battles that the Pokemon battles in. I want to know how many battles it actually individual battles it won and the percentage of it. I want to know how many battles it lost and the percentage would be the exact inverse. How many ties or how many push battles. I want to know how many times my Pokemon spun a miss and the percentage. You know, I know Earl Gaming did a video that said, hey, the wheels are accurate. I believe the wheels are accurate, but I want to know when my Pokemon is hot or when my Pokemon is cold. So let's say my Pokemon have spun like 8% of his misses. I know it's due to be on a streak, not to spin miss. Or let's say my Pokemon only won 20% of his battle. I know it's on a streak. It should be on a streak to actually win more battles. So that's why I want to know like the hot and cold streaks of a Pokemon. You know, I even think there should be a little icon that shows the Pokemon is hot or cold in the little description when you click on the Pokemon. You know, if it's performing well, if it's not performing well. I just think the stats of individual Pokemon should be kept in the game. Number 11, preemptively moving your Pokemon. It's your turn, you know what you want to do, but the animations take so long for you to move. Now this is especially important like when the match is winding down. So when the match is like under a minute long and you know, hey, we might not actually capture each other's goal, we might actually get a wait, we might actually have to get a wait win. You know, I should be able to say, hey, I want to move my Tapu Koko here, or hey, I just want to move my Zapdos defensively. But right now, as it stands, sometimes it takes 2, sometimes 3 seconds for you to actually make a move. And that's totally uncalled for. I even want to be able to make a move while my opponent is thinking about making a move. Especially if I'm going to move defensively or if I'm just going to get another Pokemon on the board. Sure, I should be able to cancel a move if my opponent makes a weird move that's all over the place. But I should be able to make a preemptive move. Number 10. They should let you read your opponent's plates and Pokemon's description even if they're making a move. So let's say, we all know in the beginning of the game, we like to check our opponent's plates and, you know, see like what exactly my opponent has leveled up. But especially in the beginning of the match, when you try to do that and it's your opponent's turn, it's very difficult because when you start to click through the plates, if your opponent makes a move, it's just going to click off from that screen and it's going to actually show the move that the opponent made. Now, especially in the beginning of the match, I should be able to like take my time and read all my opponent's plates and see all my opponent's Pokemon that he's leveled up, because it's going to determine exactly how aggressive I play. You know, if my opponent does not have a goal block, I'm going to go after the goal later on in the match if I see the goal is open. But it makes no sense that if I'm trying to read my opponent's plates, the game is just going to cut to the move that my opponent's made. Now this is a turn-based game. It's not hard to figure out exactly what Pokemon has been moved. You know, he only can make one move. So the developers should allow us to continue to read the plates, you know, if we click on the plates. Number 9, more hotels need to be released. I mean, it's going to be the 2nd year anniversary of the game being released in Japan, and we still only have some hotels released. I mean, come on. I'm so excited for when the other hotels get released. I mean, we can see the hotels, but we can't actually play them. I mean, they've introduced so much in the game since the original set. I mean, now we have Carmonite in the game. So I'm pretty sure Carmonite is going to be one of the rewards in the hotel. I'm pretty sure the sphere plates are going to be in the hotel. I mean, come on, we need to get these hotels going. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's made. They just got to release it. Now, being able to sell or fuse the AI tickets, this is number 8. I mean, the devs have answered this call. I mean, now you are able to sell your AI tickets, which a lot of people do not like AI tickets. I'm under the impression that I really do like AI tickets. If you guys want to see my viewpoint on AI tickets, check my AI tickets video. It's called Now I Want All My AI Tickets. But the devs have let you be able to empty out your AI tickets. I know it's causing problem for a lot of people, like clogging up their inventory and things like that. So the devs have answered the call. You know, I mentioned this 3 months ago, and they've actually done it. So that's kudos to you, devs. Number 7, they need to have tournaments in the application. You know, maybe we can wager gems to get a prize, which is an EX cube, or maybe the prize is Carmonite. You know, but we need to have tournaments in the application. I play also the Pokemon trading card game online, and there's tournaments, there's avid tournaments every week. There's like 6 or 7 tournaments, like literally, and it's easy to get in. You wager tickets in that game. In this game, I guess you can wager gems, and the prizes are nice. You can actually win figures. You know, I don't know if they'll give out figures in Pokemon Duel, but why not? You know, maybe some gems, or maybe you can win some chests. I don't know. You can win something. I don't know what you can win in Pokemon Duel, but they need to make tournaments. I mean, right now, PokeFighter is having a YouTuber tournament, and I've been invited to the tournament. You know, let's see how that goes. We're not sure of the rules or anything like that, but they need to have tournaments in the actual application. We have to make our own tournaments, and that's not right. This is a competitive game. You know, this game has a lot of potential to be like an esport, but Pokemon Duel is not. The Pokemon Duel developers are not pushing it in that regard. Number 6, in-app clans. The clans can have chats in the app also. Clans can receive rewards based on how well collectively they do for each 1 month season. Sort of like Clash Royale has clans. I keep going back to that, but yeah, Pokemon Duel needs to have clans also. I mean, we're mitigating that by creating our own clans. I know Fodder's part of the N clan. There's an X clan. You know, I even toyed with the idea of making an S clan, but it makes no sense. You know, if you don't have like a strong following. But clans should be you should actually be rewarded for being in clans. If I'm in a clan and let's say I have, for some strange reason, I have 11 Zapdos and I have an extra Zapdos, I should be able to donate my extra Zapdos to my clanmate, you know, or sell it to them for ingots or something, you know. Like, they should have clans with chat, so we can actually communicate with each other and share best practices, you know, and just even battle each other. You know, that would be fun. Right now we have like fictitious clans that aren't really real. The only thing about the clan is real is you put the letter in front of your name. I mean, come on, guys. This is the 2nd year anniversary. We definitely need to have clans in the game. Number 5. So we're up to the top 5 now. I mean, I know the list is long. I know there are 20 things in the list, but we're up to number 5. They need to make typing matter more. I mean, this is a Pokemon game. There's no reason that a fire-type Pokemon should be able to knock out a water-type Pokemon easily. Maybe give the boost to the water-type Pokemon's wheel segment, or give the fire Pokemon like a larger miss segment, or make it -10, or, you know, do something. But right now, typing doesn't matter against each other as much as it matters with each other. Sure, they're making leaps and bounds with synergies on your own team, but typing should matter, you know, with each other. You know, I've even gone out on a limb saying that they should have weather conditions in this game. You know, weather conditions might actually make typing matter more in this game. Number 4, make one moving point Pokemon easily playable. The easiest solution for this is make a new EX plate called Super Gold Block. Those of you guys who don't know what Super Gold Block will do, it's a plate that I made up. It'll take your Pokemon, your one moving point Pokemon straight from the bench and put it straight on the goal. This will make them more effective. So right now they've introduced Guzzlord and they've introduced Shiny Rayquaza. Also, both of those Pokemon have the ability to have one extra moving point on the bench, off the bench. So in essence, there are 2 moving point Pokemon off the bench, so they really don't get stuck on your own goal. But I think they should make all 1 moving point Pokemon get a +1 moving point off the bench to make them all playable. I mean, Metagross should be playable, but we don't play Metagross because it's 1 moving point. It's a 1 moving point Pokemon. I mean, Metagross has the ability to hit 150. I mean, why wouldn't you want that on your goal? You know, but because it's a 1 moving point Pokemon, people don't play it. I mean, Snorlax's wheel is not all of that, but the reason Snorlax is not played is because it's only 1 moving point. So they either need to make all Pokemon that are 1 moving point get a boost off the bench, or make the plate Super Gold Block. Number 3, they need to rework some plates. Certain plates shouldn't end your turn. I mean, in my opinion, energy plate shouldn't end your turn. I mean, an energy plate, first of all, you have to put the plate into your deck, and it's going to cost money. It's going to cost gems. It's going to take up a plate spot, but energy plate shouldn't end your turn. You know, if I play a steel energy plate, or now a metal sphere plate, I should be able to actually like keep on playing. Like, the problem with energy plates and sphere plates is that you lose momentum. So just playing the plate puts you at a huge disadvantage. I think they need to rework it, and you should be able to do what you want when you play a plate. Sort of like when you play the overdrive plate. When you play the overdrive plate on Reshiram and Zekrom, you can continue to move, you can attack, you can do whatever you want. They need to make energy plates the same thing. Now, long throw plate is a little bit different. The long throw plate, I feel that it should not end your turn, but you shouldn't be able to move after you do a long throw plate, because then people will cheese and just capture your goal. You should be able to throw your long throw plate out there, and at the same time, you should be able to attack a Pokemon if you wanted to. It shouldn't just end your turn, in my opinion. Number 2, you should be able to take your miss segment past level 4. If I invest Precious Carmonite in a figure, I should be able to make the miss disappear if I have the available Carmonite. There's no reason for me to stop at 4 and then have to pick another wheel segment to decrease or increase. That doesn't make too much sense to me, you know? I mean, you guys might say, hey, Showtime, that'll make the Pokemon overpowered. Well, so be it. You know, Carmonite should be overpowered. If I spend my Precious Carmonite on a few figures, those few figures should be really strong as I deem so. You know, the thing that's stopping them at level 4, you know, it makes it that your strongest Pokemon still have misses on it, you know, and I just think that's not, you know, it's not a really happy feeling when you have a strong Pokemon, but you can't take it past level 4. And the top thing on my wish list for update 6.0 is get Professor Showtime to 1,000 subscribers. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out my channel for more than 100 informative Pokemon Duel videos. I really appreciate the views, but I really would like some more subscribers. You know, I'm putting in the work, you know, I'm putting in the time. You guys know these videos aren't easy to make. They're very time consuming, but I want to see a little bump in my subscriber base. I know people are loving the content and they're enjoying it because I'm getting a lot of positive feedback in the comment section. I'm getting more and more increased positive quality views on the video. But if you guys are on the fence whether to subscribe or not subscribe, it'll just help me make better content. You know, I can actually put more time, more energy, and more effort into making the videos. And remember, Pokemon Duel is not just a game, it's a serious game. This is Showtime, signing off. Peace, trainers.